cyber informants, agents and informants who are trawling social media, looking for warning signs from these young radicals, and then starting investigations. A lot of these investigations being triggered by what people are posting on social media.
Okay, so let's talk about the fact that, sure, these ones might have been dumb enough to do that, but there may be plenty others out there who are not so unsophisticated. What kind of tools exist in the arsenal of FBI officers who are trying to track the ones who are more surreptitious about their evil deeds?
Well, it's very, very difficult indeed if they don't have those sort of online connections, because then they're waiting for tips from the Muslim community, perhaps from parents that see worrying signs that their kids are being radicalized. But for a lot of these lone wolves, it's very difficult because they don't have pre-existing ties to organized terrorist groups, so you don't have those communications overseas, you don't have necessarily that travel overseas. And there's a lot of growing concern in the United States just because of the sheer number of Americans getting involved in these cases. Almost 30 Americans now charged for material support for ISIS. The worry is at a certain point, some kind of attack is going to get through.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Well, maybe it isn't so unbelievable when you read what these people are talking about. And let me just remind our viewers that Ms. Keona Thomas is facing a possible sentence, if she's convicted of the crimes that she's facing, of 15 years, up to 15 years in prison. And these are attempted provision of material support, which is pretty intriguing. We're going to continue to watch this. Alexander Field, thank you for your reporting. And Paul Cruikshank, as always, appreciate your perspective. Coming up next, it was battered, it was burned, it was buried, but they found it. The second black box from that crash in the Alps. And what was on it confirms perhaps most people's worst fears and then some. We're going to tell you what they found.
You know, I tried one of those bargain paper towels, but I had to use so many sheets per spill, the roll just disappeared. I knew I should have bought Bounty. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent and strong when wet. Just look how much longer Bounty lasts versus one of those bargain brand towels. And that's a good deal. Bounty, the long-lasting, quicker picker-upper. And now try new Bounty with Dawn, available in the paper towel aisle.
I'm Brian Vickers, NASCAR driver.
I'm Kevin Nealon, comedian.
And I'm Arnold Palmer, professional golfer. Know what we have in common?
We talked to our doctors about treatment with Xarelto. Me, when I had a blood clot on my leg that could have traveled to my lungs.
That's why I took Xarelto, too.
Xarelto is proven to treat and help reduce the risk of DVT and PE blood clots.
I took Xarelto for AFib, an irregular heartbeat that can lead to a stroke from a blood clot. Xarelto is proven to reduce the risk of stroke in people with AFib, not caused by a heart valve problem.
Hey, well, I'm glad we got together.
For people with AFib currently well managed on warfarin, there is limited information on how Xarelto and warfarin compare in reducing the risk of stroke.
I tried warfarin before, but the blood testing routine and dietary restrictions had me off my game.
Tell me about it. Let's see. Golf clinic or blood clinic? Ooh, that's a tough one.
Not this time.
That was Xarelto.
Anything else?
I'll have another Arnold Palmer.
Okay.
Make mine a Kevin Nealon. Really, Brian?
Hey, safety first.
Like all blood thinners,